first period there?
We're down 3-0.
How?
Well, they just too many turnovers. Not really getting on them. Playing a real light, soft game, and they just transition, turn them into goals.
This missed penalty toward the offensive zone, the second game in a row, you guys have taken offensive zone penalties. Those are the ones that usually end up killing you.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're in the offensive zone, you know, if it's not a punishment penalty, it better not be a hooking penalty. You know, 200 feet to recover, those type of things. So yeah, you know, last couple of games, the offensive zone penalties have hurt us. And, you know, they've got, I think they've scored 5 goals, you know, in the last 3 games in terms of more sitting on the penalty box.
Did you feel like, though, in the second, you had some chances to get back into
Yeah,
it?
you know, according to us, we had 12 chances to you know, in terms of the second period, and didn't come up with anything. I mean, a little bit unfortunate for us that 5-on-3 could have got us back into it. You know, not a real great timing to lose Weber with the he was off there, but we had to actually we did what we said we could. You know, a little bit of a low play that we had there, and how we didn't push it in the net, I have no idea, but we didn't, and you know, they got a lot of momentum. We didn't take advantage of a very young defense on their side. We turned the pucks over way too much, and we played in the first period. I mean, we lost the game in the first period. We didn't lose it in the third, that's for sure. But in the second, if we could have, you know, got one there, and then maybe got one early in the third, we might have been able to get back into it, but we weren't able to. And therefore, Edmonton's brought out, you know, they've outscored us 9-3 in the 2 games. So.
When you play a younger, not a real big team like that, what's the game plan that you tell your guys to do, and did they come close to delivering that game plan?
Not a big team. They're bigger than us, I think. Are they not? I don't know. I think they are. But yeah, no, we didn't. We had a game plan to go into it. We didn't do it. Therefore, it didn't work. As I said to our guys, we went in with what we wanted to do, and in the first period we did 0 of that. We did absolutely none of what we set out to do before that. And I don't think it was anything to do with Edmonton. I know Edmonton, you know, they did some good things in terms of in the neutral zone, but we didn't execute at all. You know, first shift, it was an example. We get it, we carry it to their blue line, turn it over, and they get an odd man rush and a great scoring chance. I mean, come on, just keep it simple early.
What was the?
They had, I think they had four guys on call up on defense. And we didn't take advantage of the youth they had back there.
Was the plan to play Lindback tomorrow night? And if so, has that plan changed now?
Well, we were going to say we're going to see how the game went, and then we'd make that decision. But I was going to split them, yes. So I didn't want to subject Pex to an effort like we got in the first, which it was unfocused. Let's start with that. We were not focused to get it done what we needed to beat the Edmonton Oilers tonight.
You split Weber and Suter early too. What were you trying to do there?
Well, it's a little bit of balance. You know, they have 2 pretty good offensive lines with Hamsky. I think he's getting back into his groove a little bit. You know, they put Horkoff in that line. Obviously, with the Nugent Hopkins line has had some big nights, so we figured you might want to split them for bits and pieces of the game and just see where their cadence went in terms of who they wanted to play against too, or vice versa. So.
Did you get an accurate sense of whether you could do that again in the future, or is this?
Well, you can. Yeah, you can. I mean, when they're together, they're a good pair. There's no question. But we had too many passengers playing something tonight for us to have success. We need to be on our game. We're on our game. Pex and Lindy are going to be saving our game all the time. We've got to save ourselves from our own game.
You guys had 6 power play chances. You were able to score on 1. Can you talk about that a little bit?
What's this?
You had 6 power play chances,
yeah.
and you were able to score on 1. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think, you know, power play is, you know, it can change momentum just as a penalty count. You know, we had the 5-on-3, we were unable to score there. That would have got us back in the game, maybe got some momentum. They fed off a little bit there. I mean, you know, we had a couple looks actually on our first power play. I thought we should have probably scored on the first one. We didn't. You know, some nights you hit 2 for 3 or something like that. Have a good night. Other nights you can go 0 for 6, 0 for 7, or 1 for 6. So, you know, their power play scored twice, and but we weren't good as our 5-on-5 game wasn't very good.
What causes the whole team to come out just flat right there at the start of the game?
I wish I could tell. It's just, I mean, you know, I guess I could throw back the question to you. You know, there's some days that you come out flat. I mean, it's life. That's, you know, as pros, we try to fight through that. And, you know, teams that are good. I mean, you look at the scores around the league. There's parity in the league, and there's no reason that one team should beat another team, you know, 6 or 7-1 when you think there's parity. But you know, you get a team that you get off to a good start, you go into ebb and flows. I always say the teams go through about 10 game segments where they can be really, really good, and then they fall off, and then you've got to find a way to fight through the next 10 games, and then you sort of go up again. And you know, that's part of being a team and good pros, is when you're not at your best, finding ways to, you know, get through that, you know, in weather storms. And you know, tonight we weren't able to weather a storm.
Okay.